Okay, Mayor, the meeting is not being recorded.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome to the December 9th, 2024, 6 p.m. regular joint meeting of the Bell Garden City Council and Successor Agency to the Community Development Commission. The meeting will now come to order at 6:07 p.m. Members of the public may view and listen to the meeting live online through the city's website as noted on the agenda. If any of the members should have a conflict of interest, please announce any item you are recusing from due to a conflict of interest prior to the item being heard. Tonight's invocation will be given by Pastor Leal, and the Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Cameron Vargas from Girl Scout Troop 2543.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, all the councilmen and the councilwomen, our chief, all the great staff. First of all, I wanted to just thank you. It's been a high honor to be here. I haven't made it every time, but I have sent somebody to be here. And I feel so blessed to be part of the city, of this community. And I want to thank each one of you. For me as a pastor, it's always a blessing to be here and to have the honor of presenting this meeting before the Lord. So let us come to our feet, please. And I have a verse that I wanted to share, and it's in 1 Samuel 7:12. And it says, after this happened, Samuel took a stone and set it between Mizpah and Shen and named the stone Ebenezer. And Samuel said, to this day, the Lord has been with us. We're finishing a year of many troubles and many needs, but I thank God for each one of you because the Lord has been with each one of us. So let us pray. Father, we just want to thank you. We put before you this last meeting. I want to thank you for each one of them, each one of the councilmen and councilwomen, our mayor, each one of the staffs, Father, our chief, and each one of our police officers. Thank you for this great city. Thank you for the work they have done. And we also say, Ebenezer, to this day, you have helped us. We put this before you, Father, and we ask that you be with us. And we ask all this in the precious name of Jesus. Can we say amen?
Amen.
Thank you.
Please stay standing. Face the flag. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now be seated.
City Clerk, please call roll of the members of the City Council and Successor Agency.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Members of the Council and Successor Agency, Chavez.
Present.
Councilmember Sanchez.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Barcena.
Present.
Mayor Gomez.
Present. We will now move to the presentation. City Manager, please introduce the presentations.
Thank you, Mayor Gomez. First, we'd like to welcome and recognize local dignitaries that are here with us tonight. Matthew Johnson, Representative for Supervisor Janice Hahn. Mayor Mario Trujillo from Downey. Representative from Senator Lena Gonzalez. Board Clerk, Mr. Carlos Cerdan from Montebello Unified School District. Kayla Terrazas, Field Representative on behalf of Congressman Robert Garcia. Genesis Pompa on behalf of Assemblywoman Blanca Pacheco, and Vice Mayor Elizabeth Alcantar from the city of Cudahy. And at this time, we have confirmed some of these representatives have brought with them certificates and would like to present them to the outgoing council members. So we have our representative from Supervisor Hahn's office, Matthew Johnson. Don't see Matthew here, so we will defer Matthew and move on to the field rep for Congressmember Robert Garcia, Kayla Terrazas. If you're here in attendance with us, you could please come to the podium. Thank you.
Hello, Council. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. My name is Kayla Terrazas. I'm here with the Office of Congressman Robert Garcia. Even though he couldn't be here today, he sends his congratulations and thank you for your servitude on the City Council. And we would like to congratulate two people, Gabriela Gomez, as your capacity of Mayor of the City of Bell Gardens, and Marco Bárcena as Mayor Pro Tem of the City of Bell Gardens. And the certificates read, "Thank you for your contributions toward the betterment and well-being of our community. Your civic duty and selfless efforts are greatly appreciated. I wish you best in your future endeavors." Signed, Congressman Robert Garcia. Thank you guys so much and congratulations.
Thank you, Kayla. Next, I would like to call Elizabeth Alcantar, the Vice Mayor of the City of Cudahy. If you could please also come to the podium.
Thank you. I meant to come in for incoming. We did already drop off our outgoing certificates to our outgoing mayor and our outgoing vice mayor, and just wanted to thank you for all of your work here in Bell Gardens. You've been a fantastic neighbor to work with and grow and learn about all the things happening in Southeast Los Angeles. I know we can collaborate, so thank you for your service, and we wish you the best, both of you. Thank you.
And at this time, just calling again for Matt Johnson. I don't see Matthew here. If there are any other elected officials or representatives that would like to come up to say something at this time, now would be appropriate to do so. I see the Mayor Trujillo from the City of Downey. Thank you, Mayor.
Buenas noches. Saludos desde el pueblo de Downey, California. Greetings from the 118,000 residents of the 10th largest city in the county. That's Downey, your neighbors. I want to thank all of you for the continued working relationship. It's so important to have neighbors who understand the safety issues that we have to work with on together. And I am so proud to be a sister city in the Southeast LA, according to everyone else that I read on Wikipedia and everything. Downey is in fact a proud member and a sister of SELA. So we wanted to be here to thank the outgoing mayor, who we've gotten to know and to work with in our travels across the country, particularly in our bonding time in Naleo. I want to thank you, Gabriela, for all your work and dedication to the city. You are a person with a great heart of service, and as I got to know you, I was hoping that the residents would keep you in place. I was saddened by their decision, but we will respect that because this is a democracy and move on. But I want you to consider running again. I think the city would benefit from having individuals like you in leadership. Marco, thank you for your time as Mayor Pro Tem. Go Bears. This city is indeed in great hands, and not only because your city attorney is born and raised in Downey, but because of individuals like you who just genuinely care. Again, I've gotten to know you in our capacities of elected officials. I am a big believer in energy. I like all of you. I like being around you, and you're really genuine. And I mean it when I say that the city's in good hands. Francis, with everything you do, and you continue going, I mean, a mom, an administrator, the city is really lucky to have you and Jorge fighting for the rights of our workers. But most importantly, Gabby, farewell. I'll leave certificates for you. Te mando un abrazote. Marco, continue the fight. Continue doing so much for this great city. We are very proud to be your neighbors, Bell Gardens. So thank you for all you do. Y buenas noches.
Good evening, buenas noches. My name is Genesis Pompa. I'm from the Office of Assemblywoman Blanca Pacheco. It's always really hard to come after Mayor Trujillo, but I'll try my best and I'll speak from the heart because I've got to connect, to communicate, to collaborate with each one of you, Mayor Pro Tem Bárcena and Mayor Gomez. I remember one specific time we had breakfast and you were like, this is what I need, Bell Gardens. I need this is support. So I really do appreciate that collaboration. And as well as collaborating with Vida Sana. We were always there, always advocating for them. I'm not gonna say that Bell Gardens will miss you because I know your personality. I know your commitment to the city and I will see you. I know you have your running club. I know you have your bicycle club. That's just a little bit of your advocacy work. Thank you. Congratulations y bendiciones. I have these certificates as well.
Okay, and so we will now move to public participation for items not listed on the agenda. Public participation is now open. City Clerk, please announce the instructions for public participation.
Thank you, Mayor. Members of the public will now have an opportunity to speak on items not listed on the agenda. Please state your name for the record. Each speaker is limited to 3 minutes, subject to an overall 30-minute period. Callers wishing to make a comment may do so at this time by dialing *9 from your phone, and when instructed, dial *6 to unmute yourself. Individuals joining through Zoom may make a request to make a comment by using the raise hand feature and select the unmute or microphone icon when instructed. We will first hear from speakers that are in person, and we did not receive any written communications.
Okay, so our first speaker is Tina Perez.
Hello, my name is Tina Perez. I'm here to advocate on behalf of my son Fabian Martinez, who lost his life by a drunk driver right here on Eastern and Moeller, July 14th at 9:25 p.m. This is my son. This is my son. My son. I'm here to invite you to join the Illuminate Mad California, an invitation organized by MAD in 2022. This campaign aims to honor and remember the victims of drunk and drugged driving by illuminating the landmarks, buildings, and homes in red. The color red, MAD's signature color, symbolizes the courage and strength of the victims and their families. This occasion will significantly kick off the holiday season, highlighting efforts to save lives between the most dangerous times of the year on our nation's roadways. The period between Thanksgiving and New Year's Day. The campaign serves to call to action to raise awareness about dangers of impaired driving, promote safer traffic measures, encourage responsible hosting, especially during a time when incidents of impaired driving increase for all attendees. By lighting up the landmarks in red, MAD hopes to remind the community of the importance of safe driving practices and to support its mission of eliminating drunk and drugged driving. It's Friday, December 13th, 2024. Join MAD as we honor and remember in solidarity all the victims whose lives had been forever changed by this 100% preventable crime. MAD California is inviting families, community partners, and to join us by illuminating a special place at home or a place of business in red to support all those who have been affected by drunk driving and drugged driving. Save the date, Friday, December 13th, 2024, Los Angeles, California. I will have more details to follow. If you'd like, you can contact me. My phone number is 562-644-1098, and I will continue to be here to advocate for my son who lost his life to an impaired driver right here in the city of Bell Gardens. My son played baseball for Bell Gardens. My son played basketball here for Bell Gardens. My son went to BG. My son went to BG Intermediate, and his life was taken right here by a drunk driver on the city streets of Bell Gardens. And I will always continue to be here to support and speak for him. You guys all get to go home to your family members. My life is forever changed. I will never get to see or hold or hear my son again.
And we do have with us Matt Johnson from Supervisor Han's office. If you would like to step forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor, council members. Matt Johnson here on behalf of Supervisor Janice Hahn. It's a pleasure to be here this evening. Here to thank and congratulate Mayor Gomez on your term as mayor and also Mayor Pro Tem Marco Barcena. Thank you both for all the work that you both have done, your advocacy, your support of the many issues that have faced the city of Bell Gardens and also the fourth district. We appreciate your support. We see the mayor of Downey here, Mayor Gomez, you were with us in Downey as we raised the pride flag. That was a controversial thing that happened in Downey, but we made a lot of news, Mayor Trujillo, for that. And it was nice to have the support of our neighboring cities and all around the district. So thank you both for all the work that you've done. On behalf of Supervisor Hahn, I'm here with certificates for both of you this evening, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. If there is no objection by members of the City Council Successor Agency, I will close public participation for non-agenda items. City Clerk, please announce the instructions for public participation of items listed on the agenda.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Members of the public will now have an opportunity to speak on items listed on the agenda. Please state your name for the record before addressing your comments. Each speaker is limited to 3 minutes. Callers wishing to make a comment may do so at this time by dialing *9 from your phone, and when instructed, dial *6 to unmute yourself. Individuals joining through Zoom may make a request by using the raise hand feature and select the unmute or microphone icon when instructed. We did not receive any written communications or any public comment cards, and we don't have anyone joining us virtually.
Thank you. If there is no objection by the members, I will close public participation. City Manager, will you please give your report?
Yes, thank you, Mayor Gomez. This is the first meeting we've had since about 4 weeks, so there are a few items I would like to report on in addition to some items that are upcoming. Since the last meeting on Wednesday, November 13th, we had a neighborhood watch meeting held by the police department over at Veterans Park. The focus was on tracking bracelets for vulnerable individuals that may be living within residents within the city of Bell Gardens. So it was very informative. We held our rent stabilization workshops for owners and tenants. The two that we have on a monthly basis were held in November on the 19th and the 20th. We were proud to have a ribbon cutting for our outdoor fitness facility at Veterans Park, 3,800 square feet of exercise equipment, 30 pieces of equipment, 52 people can work out all at the same time. We had our family fishing derby at Ford Park on Saturday, November 23rd. Almost too cold for the fish to bite. I think 60 or 61 degrees was the limit, and we were just over it at the 8 a.m. starting time. So thank you to staff and everybody that participated. Sunday, November 24th, SIACA held a free dog vaccine clinic at Ford Park for 100 dogs. On Monday, December 2nd, we had our tree lighting ceremony at Veterans Park, kicking off the Christmas holiday season with Santa Claus, snow. Everybody had magical wands to let the lights shine this year. On Thursday, December 5th, the Bell Gardens Police Department's K-9 program, in conjunction with the Children's Hospital of LA, held a blood and toy drive. Saturday, December 7th, we had a sold-out family excursion for the residents of Bell Gardens to go to the LA Zoo for the Holiday Lights event. On this coming Saturday, December 14th, we've got our holiday parade and our Winter Wonderland event from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. The new thing for this year is we've moved it back to the nighttime to take advantage of all the lights. The last couple of years, we've had it during the daytime. And I think we found you can take almost any vehicle and put lights on it at nighttime. It's a good vehicle for a parade. So we're excited about having the Winter Wonderland and parade at nighttime again this year. Upcoming on Tuesday, December 17th and Wednesday, December 18th, we have our rent workshops for residents on the 17th, 4 p.m. here at City Hall. Our rent workshops for tenants at 4 p.m. also here at City Hall. We have an item on the discussion calendar for a new food program that would be twice a month at the Art and Yard Sale. Our first one, assuming the council approves after hearing the discussion item, would be Friday, December 20th. So we're excited about starting that program. Also on December 21st, December 22nd, it's yard sale weekend. So if any of the residents out there have things that they want to sell before Christmas, you don't need a permit. You can put your stuff out there and sell on Saturday and Sunday. Also just noting the City Hall closure during the week of Christmas. And the final thing I just mentioned is every Friday we have our resident art and yard sale. That's at Veterans Park from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. There's one on December 20th, and the one on the 27th, I believe, has been canceled due to the holidays. So with that, I thank you and turn it back over to you, Mayor.
Thank you. And before we proceed, we also have Oscar Cisco here from Senator Lina Gonzalez's office with presentations.
Right. Good evening, council. I have two certificates today. First for Gabriela Gomez, Mayor Gabriela Gomez, in honor of the celebration of your recognition as outgoing mayor for the city of Bell Gardens and service on the city council from April 11th, 2024 to December 9th, 2024. I commend your hard work and dedication to the great city of Bell Gardens and the state of California. On behalf of the 33rd Senate District, thank you for your leadership. Signed, Lina Gonzalez. So I'll give this over to the clerk. And for Marco Barcena, in honor of the celebration and in recognition as outgoing Mayor Pro Tem for the city of Bell Gardens and in service on the City Council from December 11th, 2024 to December 9th, 2024. I commend your hard work and dedication to the great city of Bell Gardens and the state of California. On behalf of the 33rd Senate District, I thank you for your leadership. Signed, Lina Gonzalez. Thank you.
And before we continue, do we have any more dignitaries here who would like to present? Okay, thank you. So at this time, as we will move to the consent calendar, and does any member of the council successor agency wish to pull an item for separate discussion? I will actually like to pull item number 9.
Likewise, Mayor, I will also pull item number 11.
Thank you. And okay, so I will now call for a motion to approve all items except items number 9 and 11. May I have a motion? On the consent calendar, sorry.
I move to approve on the consent calendar all items except number 9 and 11.
I'll second that.
Thank you, City Clerk. Please conduct a roll call vote.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. Members of the council successor agency, Chavez.
Aye.
Councilmember Sanchez.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Barcena
Yes.
and Mayor Gomez.
Yes.
The motion passes.
And at this time, I will recuse myself since we will be moving on, correct? Okay. Pursuant to Government Code Section 84308, I will be recusing myself from agenda item number 9. In the previous 12 months, I received a campaign contribution in excess of $250 from the contracting party appearing under agenda item number 9.
Thank you, City Manager. Does any member of the council have any questions or comments? May I have a motion?
I move to approve item number 9.
Go ahead and second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Councilmember Francis Delon Sanchez and a second by Councilmember Jorge Chavez. City Clerk, can you please conduct a roll call vote?
Yes, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Members of the council and successor agency Chavez,
Aye.
Councilmember Sanchez,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Barcina.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passes.
We're just gonna wait one moment until the mayor comes back.
Okay, city manager, will you please announce item number 11?
Yes, Mayor Gomez.
By title only, city
Item
manager.
number 11 is a resolution approving a third amendment with Fiesta Taxi Cooperative for medical dial-a-taxi services. And council members, please announce anybody that needs to make an announcement regarding recusal from due to a conflict of interest prior to this item being heard.
Thank you so much for that, City Manager. Pursuant to Government Code Section 84308, I will be recusing myself from agenda item number 11. In the previous 12 months, I received a campaign contribution in excess of 250 from the contracting party appearing under agenda item number 11. Thank you so much.
Does any member of the council have any questions or comments? None? Okay, may I have a motion to
Make a-
approve item number 11?
I make a motion to approve number 11.
Do I have a second?
Second.
City clerk, please conduct a roll call vote.
Thank you, Mayor. Members of the council, successor agency Sanchez,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Barcina,
Yes.
and Mayor Gomez.
Yes.
Motion passes.
City manager, please. All right, we have to bring back Councilmember Chavez. All right, he'll be joining us shortly. Does any member, let's see, sorry. City manager, will you please announce discussion item number 12?
Yes, thanks again, Mayor Gomez. This item is the consideration of a resolution approving an agreement with Horizons Construction Company International for the construction of the Bell Gardens Florence Place Dog Park at 6937, 6941, and 6945 Emil Avenue. With that, I will turn it over to our Public Works Director, Bernie Iniguez, to provide a presentation. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Bernie.
Thank you, Mr. O'Kelly. Good evening, Honorable Mayor, members of the council. I'll start with some background. In 2016, Measure A was approved by LA County voters. This authorized local funding for park, recreation, and open space projects. Measure A is administered by the LA County Regional Park and Open Space District. I will refer to them as the district for the remainder of this presentation. Measure A sets aside technical assistance funds to be allocated for high and very high need areas. The district created the Technical Assistance Program, or TAP, to assist with the expenditure of these Measure A funds. Bell Gardens was classified as a very high need community, and we were awarded $285,000 in TAP funds. These TAP funds must be encumbered by December 31st, 2024. In other words, they need to be programmed in an agreement. Otherwise, they lapse back to the county. In regard to park development, in 2019, the Recreation and Community Services Department, through its consultant KDI, conducted community input workshops. And in these workshops, residents did express their desire for a dog park within the city. Staff then identified city-owned parcels of undeveloped open space on Emo Avenue, south of Florence Place, that could be utilized for the development of this future dog park. The Bell Gardens Florence Place Dog Park will be the first dog park in the community, and it would meet a crucial need for this community. Here we see an aerial photograph of the proposed location, and you can see the project limits or boundaries by the red lines. And here we see a photograph of the existing conditions of the proposed dog park site. The dog park features would include separate areas for large dogs and small dogs. It would include drinking fountains for people and dogs, benches, trash receptacles with dog waste stations. It would include perimeter fencing, a bike rack, lighting, park signage, and decorative features as well. Here we see the plan sheet. It's a little tough to tell, so I apologize, but you can see the separation of the two areas. So here we see fencing for the small dog area, and the balance would then be the large dog area. Now, on the plan sheet, we also designed a future possible parking lot here in the south. And the reason we did that is because it's a lot cheaper to design it now. So for now, this would be still undeveloped grass area. But now, if we get additional Measure A funding, we can go ahead and pursue the development of that parking lot. And again, to prevent TAP funds from lapsing back to the county and also to expedite completion of the Dune Dog Park, the city pursued a cooperative purchasing solution. This is similar to the recently completed outdoor fitness equipment improvements at Veterans Park, but also the Ford Park LED lighting project that was completed earlier in the year. Public Works requested a cost proposal from Horizons under its Sourcewell contract for the construction of the Bell Gardens Florence Place Dog Park. Sourcewell follows a competitive bidding procedure, and it did award a cooperative purchasing contract to Horizons for construction activity. Public Works then obtained a cost proposal totaling $239,180.62 from Horizons, based on pricing from its Sourcewell contract. Following is the scope of work that is in the Horizons cost proposal. It includes demolition and removal of 18,700 square feet of the existing grass area, installation of decomposed granite with a base layer, and this will be in all areas where the grass is to be removed. It includes the installation of a new water line to serve the two combination drinking fountains for people and dogs. It includes the installation of 265 linear feet of 6-foot chain link perimeter fencing, and also the fencing to separate the two dog areas. It includes the installation of 8 benches and 4 dog waste stations. And it also includes the installation of 3 owner-furnished LED light poles, conduit and wiring, and associated trenching and backfilling. Horizons would have 60 working days to complete the project after the issuance of a notice to proceed. This is roughly 12 weeks, and this would include material ordering, scheduling, and the installation itself. If the contract is awarded tonight, the installation would begin early in 2025, and it would be completed by the spring of 2025. Staff recommends that the City Council, 1, approve the plans and specifications for the construction of the Bell Gardens Florence Place Dog Park. 2, adopt the attached resolution approving an agreement with Horizons Construction Company International, Inc. for the construction of the new dog park for an amount not to exceed $239,180.62, and also to authorize the city manager to execute the agreement and approve change orders that might be necessary during the construction. This will cover any unforeseen conditions in an amount not to exceed 5% of the agreement amount. So with that, that concludes the presentation, and I will be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you. Does any member of the council have any questions or comments?
Quick question, the 5% not to exceed the agreement amount, would that come out of our general funds or would it come out of the Measure A funds?
No, that would come out of the TAP Measure A. So we have 285,000. With the contingency for construction, we're looking at approximately 251,000. So that leaves us, on top of the contingency, $34,000 that would pay for the design and also the construction management.
I do have a question. So I don't see anywhere in the plans for any shade structures. I know right now, during the wintertime, it's not too bad, but in the summertime, because I've been to dog parks with no shade structures out there. It's nice to take the dogs out, but as a human sitting out there in the hot summertime, it's nice to have a shade structure, especially if we're going to have any bench areas for folks to sit on. Is there anything that we can include in the plan to have maybe either shade sails or something like that?
At this point, since the budget is to the T, to the 285 for the build, the design, and the construction management, anything extra like shade sales would have to be borne out of the general fund, unless if, like with the parking lot, if you want to wait for a phase two, and at that point, we can seek more Measure A funding after phase one is completed.
So Mayor, I think with the recommendation that we're asking for tonight is approve the project as is. But I think the commentary is duly noted because part of the reason that this specific spot was so ideal for a dog park is because there aren't any trees and there aren't things there. So I think that's something that while the dog park will open in the late spring, that we can take a look at to see if we can identify some funding to do shade, whether that be trees or structures over the benches, or maybe sails and things of that nature.
Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, if we have no further comments.
I have
Sorry,
a comment.
go ahead.
I just want to thank staff for this one. Together with the outdoors fitness equipment, you guys really kind of blew it out of the park, no pun intended. And I just can't wait to be out there with our community enjoying this amenity that, believe it or not, residents have been asking this for many, many years. They've expressed it in our workshops, in our grant workshops. And just the fact that you were able to put it together and get it off the ground running before this reorganization, I just want to acknowledge that, the effort that you went through, and I'm extremely grateful for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for the council also for supporting these types of projects. I appreciate it.
Thank you. So then, let's see. May I have a motion to adopt resolution number 2024-0101 and approve staff's recommendation?
So moved.
Do I have? Thank you. City Clerk, will you please conduct a roll call vote?
Yes, thank you, Mayor, members of the council and successor agency Chavez.
Aye.
Councilmember Sanchez,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Barcena,
Yes.
and Mayor Gomez.
Yes.
Motion passes.
City Manager, will you please announce discussion item number 13?
Yes, thanks again, Mayor Gomez. This item is consideration of a resolution approving an MOU, a no-cost MOU, with Support and Feed Incorporated for a free farmers market initiative program. Before I turn this over to Liz Nava, our Recreation Community Services Director, for a presentation, this, along with the previous item that the council approved, these are items that we've been working on for some period of time. We talk about them. I think we talked about this with you, Mayor, also with Council Member Jorge Chavez previously. I know I also spoke with other council members as well, to bring a component of a farmer's market back to the Art and Yard Sale, which actually started as a farmer's market. So we've been excited about this. We've been working on this for about 4 months behind the scenes to get the timing right, the location right, the language of the MOU right. And so it's all come to fruition, at a great time. I know it's a busy time of the season, but we're glad that the council's willing to look at these programs and hopefully approve them. With that, I'll turn it over to our Director of Recreation Community Services. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. O'Kelly. Good evening, Mayor Gomez and members of the City Council. As the City Manager alluded to, this brief item before you tonight is for your consideration of entering into an MOU with Support and Feed Incorporated for the Free Farmers Market Initiative Program. Just briefly for some background about the organization, Support and Feed is a nonprofit that is committed to mitigating climate change and food insecurity through accessibility of plant-based foods. Currently, they're working with over 80 community organizations, volunteers, local restaurants, and other nonprofits to deliver plant-based meals, pantry items, and educational resources to members of the community through a program that's called the Free Farmers Market Initiative. Support and Feed partners with many nonprofit organizations, but for the Free Farmers Market Initiative specifically, they partner with another nonprofit called Food Forward. And Food Forward is an organization that brings fresh surplus fruits and vegetables to people experiencing food insecurity through organizations like Support and Feed and the Free Farmers Market Initiative program. So essentially, Food Forward will take the leftover produce that's still in good quality and distribute it to nonprofit organizations that then distribute it to the community. So this program, the Free Farmers Market Initiative, serves to improve food security, to reduce food waste, and expand access to plant-based nutrition in underserved communities by providing fresh produce to the community members free of charge. So essentially, we set up a free farmers market similar to what you'd experience at a regular farmers market. Part of the Free Farmers Market Initiative, however, includes other elements like recipe cards. So because some of the produce might be something that a person normally wouldn't purchase on a regular basis, they will provide recipe cards with recipes for the produce that they're providing for that specific market. So someone can take a box of food home and know exactly what to do with it once they get it. They offer educational materials, they offer educational classes, they do cooking demonstrations, and they'll do that all on site here at Bell Gardens Veterans Park outside of Ross Hall. And so the city has an opportunity to partner with Support and Feed to bring this program into our community. The program, as I mentioned, would be held here just outside of Ross Hall on the patio. And the first 2 markets will be held once a month. The first one, as the city manager mentioned previously, would be on Friday, December 20th. The second one will be on Friday, January 24th. And the market will be held in conjunction with the art and yard sale from noon to 3 p.m. And we're hoping to grasp not just the residents who come shop at the art and yard sale, but the parents who are picking up their children from Suva Intermediate and Suva Elementary, and also the seniors who, after their lunch program, can come down and shop and get some free produce as well. So we're expecting in February to start twice a month markets on the 2nd and 4th Friday of the month, which will give us about 22 markets for the year of 2025. Because this is free, there's absolutely zero impact to the general fund. Support and Feed will get the food from Food Forward, and staff will help pick it up and bring it and distribute it to the residents of Bell Gardens. So the Free Farmers Market Initiative is a program that will serve to improve food security, reduce food waste, and expand access to plant-based nutrition at no cost for the city's residents. And it's staff's recommendation that the City Council adopt the resolution authorizing the city manager to execute an MOU subject to city attorney's approval as to form with Support and Feed Incorporated. That concludes my presentation, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you. Does anyone have any comments or questions? So, well, you finished with your lozenge. So actually, I do have, I guess, comments and questions. First of all, I'm really excited to hear that this organization is partnering with Food Forward. I have known about Food Forward for years. Most of the work that they do is out in the East Hollywood area, North Hollywood, in that area. So I'm really excited to see that, because it's basically what they do is what's called gleaning. And gleaning is when an organization comes either to a restaurant or to a farmer's market. At the end of the day, what people don't know is that when the farmer's market is over, all of that produce that is left over, that really can't be sold. That gets tossed. And there's so much good food out there and people that need it who can't afford it. So what they do is that they go in and they pick up all of the food that's left over at the produce that's left over at the farmers markets. But one thing that they also do, and that I hope that we can do here in the city of Bell Gardens, is they do what's called a community pick. And the community pick is where sometimes it'll be an organization, a business that wants to have a team building exercise for their company, for their members. They wear t-shirts and they go out to a person's home. In Bell Gardens, we have orange trees, lemon trees, guavas, avocados, persimmons, pomegranates, so much fruit, so much produce that basically falls to the ground and goes to waste because, people don't really pick their own fruit. They'll pick a couple of oranges here and there, but how many oranges can you have really? And so all of this fruit that's just falling to the ground and rotting. I'm hoping that we can partner with Food Forward to conduct community picks. We can, you know, if we can get a roster perhaps of residents who would like to participate in this program to have their fruit trees, you know, picked, and we can share that food with our neighbors. I think that would be an excellent thing to do. It's a volunteer, you know, now that I'm outgoing, maybe that's a project that I would like to do within the city to make sure that all of that wonderful produce that is growing in our residents' yards doesn't go to waste, because people can certainly use it. So if, you know, hopefully we can keep that in mind to do something in the future. But yes, I'm super excited about this, and let's move forward with this, right? This is excellent. So anyone have any comments or questions? No? Okay. So then may I have a motion to adopt resolution 2024-102 and approve staff's recommendation?
I'll move.
So we have a motion and a second.
Yes, thank you. I got a motion from Councilmember Jorge Chavez and seconded by Mayor Pro Tem Barcena. Okay, thank you. Members of the council, successor agency Chavez.
Aye.
Councilmember Sanchez,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Barcena,
Yes.
and Mayor Gomez.
Yes.
Thank you. Motion passes.
Okay, and at this time, we will take a 10-minute recess. We will be back at 7 o'clock on the dot, 7:01. Thank you.
Thank you.
Daisy, Daisy, Daisy.
Test. Mayor, the meeting is now being recorded.
All right, thank you. We will reconvene tonight's meeting. City Manager, will you please announce discussion item number 14?
Yes, thanks again, Mayor Gomez. Item number 14 is the adoption of the resolution reciting the fact of the city's November 5th, 2024 general and special municipal elections and declaring the results. Staff recommendation that the council concurrently adopt the attached resolution reciting the fact of the city's election held on November 5th, declaring the results thereof and such other matters as provided by law, and also adopt the attached resolution reciting the fact that the city's special municipal election held on November 5th, 2024 and declaring the results thereof and such other matters as provided by law. And I'll also ask the city clerk if there's anything else that she would like to add, Mayor.
No, I think you covered it all. This is just a final part of declaring the results and the city council member approving the results that were provided with services provided by the county.
Thank you. So does any member of the council have any questions or comments? All right, may I have a motion to adopt Resolution 2024-103 and Resolution 2024-104 approving the election results?
Motion to approve.
May I have a second?
I'll second.
City Clerk, please conduct a roll call vote.
Yes, thank you. Members of the council, Successor Agency Chavez,
Aye.
Councilmember Sanchez,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Barcina, and Mayor Gomez.
Yes.
Motion passes.
City Manager, will you please announce discussion item number 15?
Yes, thanks again, Mayor Gomez. This item is the recognition of yourself, Mayor Gomez, also allow you to provide final remarks and also recognize Marco Barcena for his term as the Mayor Pro Tem in 2024. It's staff's recommendation that council recognize yourself for your service to the city of Bell Gardens and also allow you to provide final remarks. I'll turn it back over to you, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. So at this time, I would like to present Mayor Pro Tem Marco Barcena with a plaque of recognition, and the plaque reads, Marco Barcena, this is presented to Marco Barcena. The Bell Garden City Council hereby congratulates you for your tenure as Mayor Pro Tem and expresses its tremendous gratitude for your invaluable service, dedication, civic-mindedness, and outstanding contribution to the community of Bell Gardens. December 11th, 2023 through December 9th, 2024 as your tenure.
Okay, and I also have a plaque here for our mayor. The Bell Garden City Council hereby congratulates you for your tenure as mayor and expresses its tremendous gratitude for your invaluable service, dedication, civic-mindedness, and outstanding contribution to the community of Bell Gardens. This April 11th, 2024. Congratulations. And thank you.
And so I guess at this time, these are my final remarks. What I can say is that it has been my utmost honor and pleasure to serve the city of Bell Gardens, to serve the residents, and to work with an amazing staff. The residents don't understand how much work goes into running a city. Everyone that is sitting here with us today, all of our city managers, our city manager, our department directors, they do an amazing job. And this city runs no matter who is up here. The city runs because of them. And yes, because of the council that is up here to a great extent. But for the most part, this city runs all of the programs that you see, all of the great improvements that you see in the city. They happen because these folks make it happen. And I can't thank you enough. You're behind the scenes a lot of the times. It's a thankless job a lot of the times, but I'm here to say thank you because we have a better city because of you, because of the ideas that you bring to the city, because of the work that you do chasing the money, because chasing the money is what it's all about so that it doesn't come out of our general funds, right? So thank you for chasing that money and bringing it home so that we can have better things in our city. To my fellow council members, thank you so much for the trust that you have placed in me to serve on the council. As you know, I started as a council member, as an appointed council member, and in April of this year, you trusted me again to be your mayor, and it has been my honor and pleasure. I congratulate our council member Chavez for his reelection, our new incoming electeds, Ms. Isabel Guillen and Mr. Miguel de la Rosa, El Mazapan. It was great. It was a great campaign season, and I think the best part of it for me was really getting to know a lot of our residents. A lot of times you don't get to knock on everyone's door every day. You knock on people's doors when you have the list, when you have the PDI, and you know which addresses to go to, and you start knocking. There are a lot of people that do come to the city events and you get to know those folks, but those are typically the regulars. There are a lot of people that don't come to city council meetings, that don't show up to our different city events. And I think it's incumbent upon us to engage them a lot more, to engage all those folks who aren't the regulars that show up at all of these events so that they too can see all the wonderful things that are being done in the city of Bell Gardens and that are happening in Bell Gardens. So with that, thank you so much. I wish everyone a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and an amazing 2025 council year. I'm looking forward to seeing all the wonderful things that this new council will bring to the city. Thank you very much. Anyone have any more comments?
I just want to take a moment to thank you for everything that you've done for our city. When our community needed somebody to step up, you didn't hesitate. You brought heart, dedication, a real love for the people that you served. Your leadership has been more than just about policy and decisions. It's about showing up, listening, truly caring. You reminded all of us how important it is to stay engaged and work together for something bigger than ourselves. From the bottom of my heart and on behalf of everyone here, I want to thank you for stepping up, for leading with purpose, for showing us what it means to serve with grace. So truly, for the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your time here on council.
And y'all know I'm a crybaby. You just made me cry. Thank you very much.
Just want to thank you, Gabby, for taking this big chance of serving your community. You were an outstanding council member and an outstanding mayor, and I'm extremely grateful and I feel lucky to have worked alongside you. Just for the public to know, Gabby was out there engaging with our residents from all ages. You know, I've been working really hard to get the arts programming kind of going, and she's someone that was out there engaging with the public at these events, and that means a lot for me, because it's not easy to find that time, right? And come out and support your colleagues and be part of something that's growing. And she was always there to do that. I want to make sure that we're gonna hold you to it, but like, you are not disappearing, okay? We want you to come back, whether it's as a resident, as a commissioner. We want you in our community and we want you to be active. For those of you that don't know, she's one of the coolest council members to ever step here. She rides a bike to work. You know what I mean? She's very down to earth. And again, we're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss you a lot. And thank you for everything that you did, all the support with the ceasefire resolution. You were the only person that I knew I could count on, and I appreciate the council also coming on board later, but you know, thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate it. We're gonna miss you.
Mayor Gabriela Gomez, thank you so much for your service to the residents of Bell Gardens, to our city, to our community. Within this past year, I've gotten a chance to know you, a year and a half, and the impact that you've made not only on me, on the colleagues right here on our council, and our residents. It's truly forth seeing, and we just want to say thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Across the city, you'll notice the bike shadows, right? And that's something that I'm very proud to say that our council was unified and we were able to put that forward. And really, this idea began because of you. So every time I drive through the roads of Bell Gardens, whether that be Garfield, Eastern, Gage, Florence, that was your idea, right? Those bright green with the bike. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for serving our community. You served in the call of duty, and we really appreciate your commitment to the residents of Bell Gardens. And like Mayor Pro Tem Barcena said, we hope you stay engaged. It was great being a running mate in this election. And I have nothing else to say than just wish you good luck in your future endeavors. And always know that Bell Gardens is your home, and we're here to serve you and represent you as well. Thank you so much.
And before I go, yes, we do have those green bike sharrows, and we are putting those to work this Sunday. Will be my first local bike ride that we'll be doing. Well, actually a second local bike ride that we'll be doing. So meet me at Ford Park at 9 a.m. We're going to be riding to Southgate, to the city of Southgate for some coffee at Coffee and Cheesemate. 13 miles, street riding. Bring your bikes, bring your helmets, and I will see you at Ford Park. Thank you very much.
City Manager, will you please announce discussion item number 16?
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Barcena. This item is a city council swearing-in ceremony. It's staff's recommendation that the newly elected council members take their oath of office. We will go in order with Councilmember-elect Miguel De La Rosa, Councilmember-elect Isabel Guillen, and current Councilmember-elect Jorge Chavez. With that, I will turn it over to the city clerk for the swearing-in ceremony. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, City Manager. Pursuant to the California Elections Code 10265, a council member must take the oath of office prescribed in the California Constitution. At this time, each council member will be prescribed the oath by a person of their choosing, and immediately after taking their oath, they will take their seat up at the dais to start their term of office. So tonight, we're honored to have Daisy De La Rosa, a third Daisy, with us to administer the oath of office to our newly elected council member, Miguel De La Rosa. And at this time, if council member-elect Miguel De La Rosa, if you can please forward any family or friends you wish to come up to stand with you to administer your oath. And you may designate someone to have the, other than the officiant, to hold the Bible for you to place your hand on. If I can have you come up, please. So you could stand here. Here's the microphone. You're gonna turn around here.
I'll turn it on this.
Yeah, so the camera's gonna be this. Okay. So you don't have to be- Okay, so let's get hold the Bible. And then Daisy, you must speak it. Hi, Dave. Nice to meet you. Glad we wear the same colors. So speak nice and loud into the microphone. So you're gonna start, you're gonna speak, and then you could pass on the microphone. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry. There's a camera right behind you there. Yeah, we need to get to. Yeah, thank you.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Miguel de la Rosa,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and to the Constitution of the State of California.
and to the Constitution of the State of California,
That I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
that I will well and faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I am about to enter.
of which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Okay, and now at this time, I'm going to go ahead and call up and as we are honored with David Valadez to administer the oath of office to our newly elected Councilmember-elect Isabel Guillen. Councilmember-elect Isabel Guillen, please bring forward any family or friend that you would like to come up and stand with you to administer your oath. And you may designate someone other than the officiant to hold the Bible to place on your hand. So if I could have you stand here. Yeah. And then you're holding my here's the Bible. And here's the camera right there, okay? Okay. Okay. And then if you can read the Bible, and you can pass the microphone back and forth, so when you're speaking, you have it. You hold it over here. You're next.
Are we good? Please raise your hand and repeat after me. I
I, Isabel Guillen,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear through faith and allegiance
and that I will bear through faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
Congrats, felicidades.
Thank you.
The best you can. At this time, we are honored to have Senior Jorge Chavez to administer the oath of office to our newly elected Councilmember-elect Jorge Chavez. Councilmember-elect Jorge Chavez, please bring forward any family or friend you wish to come up to stand with you to administer your oath. You may designate someone other than the officiant to hold the Bible for you to place your hand on. Okay. Yeah, you're keeping each other. And here's the microphone. So you're gonna switch between each other.
Sí.
Hello. We're ready to do this?
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Jorge Chavez,
I, Jorge Chavez,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental and reservation
without any mental reservation
or propose or
purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duty
discharge the duties
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter. That's it. Congratulations. Congrats.
Congratulations, Abag. Yeah.
All right. City Manager, will you please announce discussion item number 17?
Yes, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Barcena. This next item is the reorganization and selection of the mayor chairperson and the mayor pro tem / vice chairperson. The chairperson and vice chairperson are for the successor agency. Mayor pro tem is for the city council. Staff's recommendation that council by motion organize and select the mayor chairperson and mayor pro tem vice chairperson at the first meeting in December per the municipal code. With that, I will turn it over to our city clerk to provide further instructions. Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem.
Thank you, City Manager. According to Government Code 36802, the mayor shall preside at the meetings of the council. If he or she is absent or unable to act, the mayor pro tem shall serve as the mayor returns or is unable to act. The mayor pro tem has all the powers and duties of the mayor according to Bell Gardens Municipal Code Section 2.04.020C. At this time, the city council shall organize and select the mayor and mayor pro tem. So now I'll open the floor for nominations for the position of mayor and chair. Council members, we will first open nominations and then vote to close the nominations for each position. We will then entertain motions and vote for each, beginning with the last nomination made. So I will take nominations for the position of mayor / chair.
I would like to nominate Councilmember Jorge Chavez. And I also have something to say because that was a condition that I gave him. I said, I'll nominate you, but I'm going to have to say a few words. You know, Jorge, I've sort of tried to work with Jorge from the moment that he came on board, and we became very close. We talked on the phone a lot about city issues. To be quite honest with you, he's been the most close person on the council that I've ever been to, right? He's made himself available. We became friends. And that's something that's rare here on the council. It's not easy to find friends. But of course, this environment can be very toxic. There could be a lot of challenges. It's high pressure. So sometimes relationships can be damaged along the way. And me and Jorge, we've had several challenges. You know, I've always tried to take him under my wing, try to help him, mentor him, and it hasn't been easy. There have been challenges. Some of you might know what those challenges are. I've communicated this to many of my colleagues from other cities. They might be here today. And these challenges are real. This is a real relationship that we need to develop as council members to make things work. Now, when Jorge asked me to nominate him and do the motion, I said, well, I'll only do it if you allow me to say a few words. And that was the test for me, right? Because I've never been easy on Jorge. I've always been very straightforward. I've always told it how it is. I've been very honest with him. And he said, okay, go for it. And that's when I knew, to me, that meant a lot. It meant that Jorge is serious about taking on this position. He's serious about taking the leadership and respecting staff, respecting his colleagues, and being that icon, right, for the city of Bell Gardens. Because just a little secret for you guys, the mayorship doesn't have that many special powers. And I don't mean to knock the mayorship, but it's still one vote, right? Just like the rest of the council members. But one thing that it does have is that responsibility of how you represent the city. Jorge is going to represent the city if his council members support him. So I'll cut it there. I'm happy for you, Jorge. I thank you for reaching out to me and asking me for this. This means a lot to me, actually. And I nominate Jorge. And that's all. Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to second that motion.
Are there any other nominations for the position of mayor and chair? Seeing none, may I have a motion to close nominations? So we're not actually voting on nominating anyone. We're just voting on closing the nominations.
Move.
So I have a motion made by Councilmember Barcena and a second by Councilmember Sanchez. Is that correct? So Councilmember Barcena,
Yes, I'll go ahead and make the motion.
Councilmember Chavez.
Aye.
I'm sorry, this is
This is
the
to vote.
vote for closing the nomination
This
process,
is
right?
just closing the nominations, correct?
Yes, that's a yes.
Okay. And then Councilmember De La Rosa,
That's a yes.
Councilmember Guillen,
Yes.
and Councilmember Sanchez.
Yes.
Now we're going to vote for the mayor and the chair position. May I have a motion to select Councilmember Chavez as mayor and chair?
I'll go ahead and motion.
I second.
And thank you. Councilmember Barcena, now we're voting on selecting Councilmember Chavez as mayor.
Thank you.
Your vote?
Yes.
Thank you. Councilmember Chavez,
Aye.
Councilmember De La Rosa,
Yes.
Councilmember Guillen,
Yes.
Councilmember Sanchez. Motion passes. Congratulations, Mayor Chair Jorge Chavez. Now I will open the floor for nominations for the position of Mayor Pro Tem and Vice Chair.
I nominate Miguel De La Rosa.
Second that motion.
Are there any other nominations for the position of Mayor Pro Tem Vice Chair? Seeing none, may I have a motion to close nominations?
Motion to close nominations.
Second.
Now may I have a motion to select Councilmember De La Rosa as Mayor Pro Tem Vice Chair? Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to vote first for the closing of nominations, excuse me. Councilmember Barcena,
Yes.
Councilmember Chavez,
Aye.
Councilmember De La Rosa,
Yes.
Councilmember Guillen,
Yes.
Councilmember Sanchez.
Yes.
Now we will vote for the Mayor Pro Tem Vice Chair position. May I have a motion to select Councilmember De La Rosa as
Move.
Mayor Pro Tem?
So moved.
Is that Councilmember Chavez or Mayor Chavez? May I have a second?
A second.
Now we will vote. Councilmember Barcena, Councilmember Chavez,
Aye.
Councilmember De La Rosa,
Yes.
Councilmember Guillen,
Yes.
and Councilmember Sanchez.
Yes.
Congratulations, Mayor Pro Tem Vice Chair Miguel De La Rosa.
Thank you so much for that, City Clerk. Moving right along, City Manager, please announce discussion item number 18, Local Commissions Appointment List.
Thank you, Mayor Chavez. It is staff's recommendation the City Council review the Commission's appointments list and by motion remove commissioners and or make appointments to the posted vacancies. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you so much. Any changes to the commissions list or anybody want to add any commissioners? Seeing none, we will move right along to the next item on the agenda. City Council Successor Agency Member comments. We'll go ahead and begin with Councilmember Barcena's comments.
Thank you, Mayor. You know, I'm gonna have to get used to the rotation because now I'm number 1 on the list to speak, so I'm not completely ready. But first of all, I want to thank everyone that's here to support the new candidates that were elected, the new mayor and mayor pro tem. I just want to say how positive this outcome is. The outlook for the city of Bell Gardens is amazing. I mean, we just talked about opening a dog park. We just opened an outdoor gym. We just have a brand new mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, very young, very vibrant, full of energy. I'm just very, very happy. Thank you all for being here and being part of this this marker in time, because we're gonna see a lot of great things come from this. I want to thank the families of Jorge Chavez. I want to thank the families of De La Rosa and Isabel Guillen too, for supporting them throughout the campaign. And it's not easy to run a campaign. It's not easy to win. But you guys were part of it. I saw you guys out there campaigning. I saw you guys engaging with the public. And I want to tell you that that's what local government is all about. So thank you for being here, showing them some support. And I look forward to working with each and every one of you on the council. I appreciate you. And I think we have a lot of positive things coming our way. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that. Moving right along, Councilmember Guillen.
Primeramente, buenas tardes, noches. Les quiero dar las gracias.
First of all, good evening, good afternoon. I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank God for giving us this opportunity to be together. I'm a little bit nervous. I have a lot of emotions, but I want to thank my parents for supporting me during this whole process. You've been my guides. You've always been, you always will be. And thank you to David, my friend. Thank you for everything. If you didn't know, he's transmits on TV, and thank you. Christian.
Nobody else did. I'm here and estoy aquí por ustedes, la comunidad. Les doy las gracias y espero poder representarles con la dignidad y los principios que tengo y que valoro mucho. Gracias.
Thank you for that. Councilmember De Leon Sanchez.
First and foremost, congratulations to Miguel de la Rosa and Isabel Guillen. Welcome to Team Bell Gardens. We are Team Bell Gardens. We may agree to disagree, on different issues, but we're here to serve our community, and I look forward to working with both of you. And congratulations to Mayor Chavez. Like my colleague Marco said, he did say a lot about being in a position of leadership, right? And I think everybody here that is on this dais has to serve with respect, with integrity, with transparency. And so, I don't expect anything less from you as well. And so with that, thank you everybody else. And thank you to the families that are here continuing to support the members that are going to be serving the community of Bell Gardens.
Moving right along, Mayor Pro Tem De La Rosa.
Thank you. Buenas noches a todos. Primero que nada, quiero agradecer a mi familia, a mis amigos y a todos ustedes, nuestra comunidad, por confiar en mí para servir en el en el Consejo Municipal de Bell Gardens. Este es un momento para todos, ¿no? Nuestra comunidad y de nuestra determinación para construir un Bell Gardens más fuerte y unido. A mi familia, muchas gracias por su apoyo incondicional y sus sacrificios. Los adoro. A mis amigos y al equipo de campaña, su dedicación y la fe en mí fue muy motivadora para mí cada día. Y a los residentes de nuestra comunidad, sus voces y sus preocupaciones y sus historias honestamente han sido mi mayor inspiración durante este proceso, especialmente durante campaña, para dirigir y planificar las iniciativas que llegan. Gracias por darme el privilegio de representarlos. Estoy listo para trabajar para nuestra comunidad y prometo liderar con integridad, pasión y un enfoque en soluciones. Muchas gracias con todo corazón.
Thank you for that. Moving right along, myself, good evening, Bell Gardens. Tonight is a moment I will never forget. Standing here as not only a new and welcoming back council member, but also as the new mayor for our great city. It fills me with pride, gratitude, and unshakable hope for our future. This isn't just a personal milestone, it's a victory for our entire community. It's a testament to what we can achieve when we work together, believe in one another, and dream big for our city. Bell Gardens is more than where I just grew up. It's my heart. It's my home and my inspiration. This city is built on dreams and sacrifices of hardworking families who come here seeking an opportunity for a better future. It's built on the resilience of my parents, of parents like my own who taught us to never give up, no matter how tough things got. To my parents, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your love, your sacrifices, and for showing me the importance of service, integrity, and community. To my girlfriend, my partner, and my greatest supporter, thank you for your patience, and that's a lot of patience, your strength, and your unwavering belief in me. You've been my anchor through this journey, and I'm so grateful for you. To my tías, my tíos, mis primos, primas, cousins, my girlfriend's parents, and my extended family, your pride and encouragement have meant everything to me. I'd also like to thank my commissioner, Carlos Barrera, and thank Mr. Ugarte for his guidance and support. You always reminded me of the values we hold dear in Bell Gardens: family, unity, and the power of community. And to everyone who supported me, who believed in me and the vision we share for our city, I say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. From the volunteers who knocked on doors, made calls, and spread our message to the residents of Bell Gardens. To the residents who shared their stories and gave me their trust. And finally, to my labor union brothers and sisters, this victory is for you and to you. We are standing at a crossroads in the city of Bell Gardens, but I see only opportunity ahead. We are a city of limitless potential, filled with people who are resilient, innovative, and deeply connected to one another. Together, we will work to make Bell Gardens stronger, safer, and more vibrant. We will fight to ensure that every family has access to affordable housing and the stability they deserve. We will expand opportunities for our young people, making sure that they have the tools and resources to succeed. We will continue to invest in programs for our seniors who have given so much to our community. And we will create pathways for jobs and careers that strengthen our local economy and give everyone a chance to thrive. This is the work we will do together. I don't stand here alone. I stand here with all of you. I am hopeful because I know the heart of Bell Gardens. And I know that when we come together, there is nothing we cannot accomplish. So let us embrace this moment. Let us honor the legacy of those who came before us, and let us move forward boldly in the future we can all be proud of. Thank you, Bell Gardens. I am honored to serve as your mayor, and I cannot wait to build the future of this great city with you. The best is yet to come. Thank you. If there is no objection by the members of the City Council and Successor Agency, I will go ahead and adjourn this meeting at 7:53. Meeting is closed. We are thrilled to invite all of you for a special reception in the beautiful courtyard. Enjoy delicious refreshments while connecting with friends and colleagues. We look forward to celebrating this day together. De nuevo, va a haber una recepción